back for another stream. Something a little bit different today. Just gonna be mostly 40K stuff, just painting. I got a lot of shit to paint, so I'm gonna get on it. I'm actually not gonna paint how I was originally going to paint. I'm going to a second here, let me tilt this up just a little bit. Hopefully the audio is not too bad. I'll have to go check it here in just a second. But need this bad boy. Dusty. Really dusty. I try to get as much light over here as possible. I'm realizing now that may be a mistake to have that light on. Turn that one off. Oh, man. Alright, so, yeah, today is mostly just going to be painting and, oh, what is this guy? I don't know what this is. Oh, it's just a Space Marine. Huh, fuck it, we'll paint this guy too. I don't think he has a base, though. I don't hear a base knocking around. Huh. Oh, he's a, he's a Reaver. Or a, not a Reaver, what is it called? What's the other one called? My brain's failing me. Anyways, well, doesn't really matter. Let me go ahead and announce really quick on the Discord that we are live. Make sure I can see the chat as well. Yeah, okay, I can. I'm gonna go see how this stream sounds really quick on the PC. Give me 2 seconds and then we'll start painting. Watch out, buddy. It doesn't sound too bad. It's not great. I might need to turn that fan off. Ugh. Scoot my way back on over here. Alright. Let's go ahead and continue painting here though. We have a lot of models to paint today. I don't know if y'all know if I've shown it yet. We have a lot of models to paint today, so yeah, tons of stuff to paint. I think I have even more to paint, honestly, still in the box. I'm not 100% sure. I think these guys are just the, no, this might be all of them. I don't think it is, though. I'm pretty sure it's not. I don't know. Let me go get the box. Oh, no, there's still a pretty big chunk of plastic in there. Alright, well, I got a brand new set of brushes. Literally just taken out of the box. These are trash brushes. They don't last very long, but they're cheap enough to where it makes sense to do them. I got this guy as well. Oh, kicking around here. Struggling to find all of my stuff. There we go. I haven't done this in a little while. There's my X-Acto knife. Need that for sure. Alright, so let's start off with gluing this guy's arms on. And then we'll see what we need to do from there. What's going on, guys? I'm not sure if I can see the chat. Hold on a second. All messages. Thank you. Where did I get that? Where did I get what? This thing? I got this at a Warhammer store. Citadel sells it, yeah. I'm removing the, I might just get my sandpaper for this. There's a sheet of sandpaper. I'm gonna have to rebase coat this guy anyways. I just want to put them all together first. Then we'll figure out what kind of color scheme we're gonna go. We're gonna go Space Wolves, but I'm not 100%. I need to re-glue this guy down. He's actually not secured very well. There we go. That should do it. All right, we'll let that dry for a second. I think I want to go for this kind of color scheme. That color. Kinda. Something along those lines. It looks pretty good. I like it. Can I tell you where I'm from? Yeah, I'm from the US. I live in Texas. I don't think I have this guy glued down either. Yeah, I don't. Dude, I was trying to paint. The last time I was working on painting these was when I was trying to. What's up, McKinley? How you doing? I was trying to paint in subassembly, which is where you paint them with as little on the actual body as you can, and it's tough to do for sure. Doesn't really. It's not for beginners, we'll put it that way. That's a really good way to put it. Not the easiest thing in the world to do by far. We just got to get some glue on this guy's feet, and we'll get him glued to his base. So we're not just sitting here holding our dicks waiting for this guy right here to dry. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just hold them for 5 seconds and then let it go. Then it works pretty good. Set this guy down to dry. I have a couple of like miscellaneous arms here that are like halfway painted. So I'm gonna use those for these two guys here. And we gotta pick out some shoulders for this other dude over here. Unless I have them in this box somewhere, which it looks like I don't. Oh, I have one. Oh, okay, I have two. Perfect. And I have a painted head. So somebody's getting this stuff. Maybe it was this guy getting this. I don't know. We'll have to see. But these are not the right arm pieces. This is a left arm and that's a... Wait, this is a left arm. No, these are the right pieces. Yeah, left and right. Okay, perfect. Let's see here. There should be a head in here somewhere too. And another shoulder piece. Very nice. Oh, two more shoulder pieces. Okay. There should be a few painted heads in here. Here's one. Cool beans. Alright, that one's going to be really hard to paint. Alright, so now that this guy's relatively well secured down, I'm going to sand off the side of the model here where there's paint over his arm. You can see right there. I'm going to sand that off and scrape that off. It's so hard to get those kinds of... Oh, in Myanmar, yeah. If you order it online, that'd probably be the easiest way to get it. That's definitely the easiest way to get it. And if they can't ship directly to your country, there's usually some kind of go-between company. They will charge you a fee, but it does work. So if you do have the money for it, you can do it. Right now, all I'm doing is trying to scrape off enough paint so that I can get the plastic to glue together very good. That's probably good, if I had to say. This is 99% of Warhammer right here. Is just doing tedious shit. We'll actually get to the fun part in here in just a minute. I gotta pick out a color scheme. And then I gotta scrape out the top part too. That fucking sucks. I really wish I would not have tried to paint and sub-assembly. I was going a bit beyond my experience when I attempted this. I thought it was going to look really cool, but I haven't painted enough minis to actually be good at painting yet. I'm alright. I'm okay. I feel like I do better than some people do, but I'm definitely not good. I'm mostly a gamer. So I do have very good fine motor skills. I can get the paint where I want it to go. I just don't know how to paint very well. I don't have that creative vision quite yet where I can just see a model and know what colors should go on it. I have to follow a kind of a strict guide and style that works for me. Okay, there we go. Got all that stuff off that arm. All right, now we gotta get the paint out of here. Well, that didn't work. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to use this again. Yeah, we just gotta clear out enough spot for paint to go. If you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm cleaning out the paint that is on this guy's the inside of the head right there, as you can see. There's not supposed to be paint in there. Here, I can get a little bit closer to y'all so it's a little bit easier to see. Give me just a second to rearrange the desk here. It's fucking hot in here, man. Good thing I got the fan going. I'm sorry if y'all can hear the fan, by the way. Did I cut myself? I guess I cut myself somewhere. My nose bleeding? It doesn't appear to be so. I guess I cut myself somewhere. I didn't think I cut myself. Weird. The phantom, I just have like blood on my finger right here. It looks like it's from wiping my face, but my nose isn't bleeding, so oh, I see what happened. Okay, I nicked myself on the edge of the table there. No big deal. Alright, that should be enough plastic to glue this head down. Alright, let's use this head right here. Perfect. Usually I do full assembly and then paint, so that is what we're gonna do today. That head glued in there. Now let's get some arms on him here. Got a right arm and a right arm and a right arm. Yeah, see, I was right. I fucking knew it. Oh no, this is a left arm. Dude, I'm so fucking confused right now. This is a left arm. Okay, perfect. We can glue these bad boys. Should I turn his head then? Yeah, I'm gonna turn his head to the right a little bit. Just like that. And then we'll have this coming across his body. Like he's drawing his sword. Like that. And then we'll have the other gun going out the other way. Perfect. Okay. Let's do this sword part first. This is probably not going to be super easy to get in the right position. It might be. We'll see. Oh, I just sprayed glue everywhere. Okay, that's where I want that. Like he's drawing the sword from there. I'll show you guys what I'm doing in just a second here. All right, we got his arm on. He's going to be drawing that sword there. Looks very, very nice indeed. So it's like he's going to be looking this way, holding this gun here, just like that. He's going to be looking like that. Perfect. And now we need to get some glue on this arm. Sorry, I'm just reinforcing the feet right now because I felt a little bit of wobble. There we go. You don't need to do that, but I like my models to be pretty sturdy. Oh yeah, that looks sick. It's like he's looking that way to shoot somebody while also drawing his sword. Very nice. Just making sure those arms are in the correct position there. It looks like they are. This one could get pushed up a little bit more, but it's not too big of a deal. All right, let's put the shoulder pieces on. I'm gonna go that one there. Yep, let's go that one there. And then we'll go the other one on the left arm. My glue appears to be leaking from somewhere. That's okay. Not a big deal. Let's see here. That looks pretty good. If y'all are wondering why these guys are painted all kinds of different colors, it's because I did a zenithal highlight on these guys. But then I changed my mind on how I was going to paint them, so had to start over. Yeah, see, we're not even on the painting phase yet. I might paint this one guy just to see how I want to get the color scheme going. That is looking pretty dang good. You can see the wolf there. Looking very, very nice indeed. And I will get a little bit closer to the camera for you guys. Yeah, that is looking pretty nice. I think we can probably put this guy, put a base coat on this bad boy, and we'll see what kind of color scheme I want to go with here. First, I'm gonna go turn the air down. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm gonna turn the fan off and turn the air down. Try to make it kind of quiet in here so it's not so echoey. Okay, let me turn off this big light, I think. There, that's fine. Perfect. We'll get some outside light going too. There we go. Perfect. Oh. I need a paint cup. I got these for my fiance, so yeah, very nice. Little paint cups there, little paint dishes. All right, now let's get, we want to go gray, so see how we're gonna do this. I'll put the jetpack on after. It's really, really hard to paint with the jetpack on. So this guy's kind of like blue right now. Let me get the box art out really quick. All right. We're going for this right here. That kind of color scheme. So we're going to go red. We're going to go, oh, fuck me. We're going to go red for one shoulder and then yellow for the other. So these guys they're highlighted up and everything, but yeah, let me look up. Actually, I probably don't need to look it up. It's probably Lehman Rust Gray if I had to guess. That's Celestial Gray. Thulian. There's Rust Gray. Rust Gray might be what we need. The Fang is the dark blue. I know that. That's my crab blue. Pretty sure this is the Fang up here. Yeah, the Fang. That's what we can use for we could use Celestial Gray or Rust Gray. We could use either one. They're pretty close. Celestial's gonna have some of that layer paint in it though. So is Rust Gray, but we could go Thulian Gray if we wanted some lighter colors in there. And we could do some stuff with the Rust Gray. I'm not exactly sure. Let me do a test patch. I want to see what this looks like. Oh, this needs to get shaken way the fuck up. I need a paint shaker. Oh, actually, I have a really good way of shaking paint, by the way. This is absolutely fucking genius if you guys do not know. So get yourself a massage gun. And then you're going to turn it on just like this. Put your paint on the end and it will shake your paint for you. Just like that. I don't know if y'all know this. This is the smartest thing that I know about Warhammer. By far, this is the coolest technique that I've ever seen. Shake your paint up with a massage gun instead of getting an expensive paint mixer or anything like that. This is a pretty good idea in my opinion. Alright, cool. Give it an extra couple of shakes. Then we'll turn the massage gun off, put that away. And I don't know if this paint's still any good. I'm not sure if it is. Let me give it a little bit longer on the massage gun. We'll let it shake up a little bit. This works really good, by the way. It does work great. It is a very cheap alternative to getting a paint shaker. Kind of tilt it all over the place here. Get it all mixed up. It's basically the same thing too. We'll try that. I'm gonna shake it up a little bit more by hand too. This paint is not in the greatest condition, I'll say that. It's not terrible. It's not awful, you know. It's in all right condition. We'll go ahead and use it. We'll see. We'll see how the Thulian Gray looks. Let me get a paintbrush out here. I'm gonna get a new one out. Now we're base coating, so I can go for a size 4 brush. Honestly, you really don't need anything smaller than that. Size 4. And you don't want to wet the whole paintbrush. You just want to do the end. Looks like there's some gunk in this paint dish. Blow it out there. All right, that is looking pretty all right to me. And now time to start actually painting. Yeah, let's do Celestra Gray as our base coat. Let's do that. It's a bit more gray than blue, but I just want to make some Space Wolves, so we'll figure it out. I'm going to add a little bit of water to this paint because it is kind of chunky. I might need to get some new paint. Probably do. It's been sitting for about 8 months at this point. And we all know how legendarily bad Citadel paint is in the pot by itself. not being preserved in any way. We all know how bad it is. All right, time to base coat. So basically, just base coating is the easiest process in the whole world. Don't worry about where you put paint, just put some paint down. Yeah, this might be a little bit too gray, but it's okay. We'll go with it for now. I like the way it looks. And remember, you can always change it later. And right now, all we're doing is just getting paint down on the model. See there? Working on the leg. Try to get to where you guys can actually see what I'm painting. It's just kind of hard to do. Get a little bit more paint here. This is just the first coat, so generally you do 2 coats of paint. I might leave some of these recesses with that dark blue. I think it looks good. And if you're wondering what that blue is, it's the Fang, and the paint that we are currently using is Celestra Gray. Painting some Space Wolves. Try not to use the tip of the brush in the recesses. Try to just paint over the top of them. That is the best way to do that without ruining your brush every 5 minutes. There we go. We're getting some good paint coverage now. All right, let's keep getting some, covering the large areas first. We're gonna do a second coat, so don't worry if your first coat looks really patchy. It's still gonna look good in the end. Yeah, I think the Celestra Gray will help the browns and the yellows and the blue, or the red, pop off this model a lot better. All right, let's get some more paint out here. Let's go ahead and put this rust gray back. We'll use that later if we can. A little shake there. And we'll get some paint in this dish here. I am mixing in a little bit of water on this paint just because it's a little chunky and it kind of needs it. Yeah, there are some chunks in here. I'm trying to avoid picking up the chunks. Not too bad though. I definitely need to get some new paint after this though. Paint a very, very, very light coat on these shoulders here. I do want some of the shadow to show through. And also we're base coating it for when we put that yellow on here. So we're building up a nice little layer for that yellow to stick to and to build up that color. Let's get some paint on this right leg here. I'm just doing this off my phone, by the way, just because it's easier to do that way. Rather than moving half my setup across the room to film an occasional painting stream. Honestly, a size 5 or a 5 size 5 or a size 6 brush could do this just as well. I just prefer the size 4. It's a little bit easier to handle without missing a lot of the detail and without making you lose that good coverage that these brushes provide. Don't forget to turn your model like every direction. Really helps out a lot so you don't miss any spots. And it's okay if you miss a couple spots. Who cares? We're just having fun and painting. All right, now to put some paint on this head. We want to be very careful not to put way too much paint on the head because it'll be really hard to paint details later. And I'm not good at painting details in the first place, so I want to be very delicate when putting paint on the head. And any other areas that require a lot of detail you want to be careful about. The first place that everybody looks on the model is always going to be the head. So make sure you get a nice thin, even coat. And then get in that neck area. Pick up some more of this paint. Yeah, this paint's kind of going bad, honestly. It's okay though. We'll probably use it for this project, then we'll get a new paint at some point. When I feel like painting again, I'll probably just run over to the Warhammer store and grab some. We just got to get this base coat down. And paint over any areas that look a little bit thin. And remember, this is the first initial base coat, so we're just putting on a coat of paint. Pretty much just the first step in any model. Just get a coat of paint down. Once you have it built and sanded and mold lines removed, of course. Remove mold lines, guys. They look really bad on finished models. It doesn't take that much time, and all it takes is an X-Acto knife. Yeah, you're never going to get like 100% coverage on the model unless you're using like an air gun or not an air gun, an airbrush, yeah. Airbrush, that's the word. Thank you, brain. Appreciate it. Yeah, you're never going to get like 100% coverage unless you're using like an airbrush, so don't worry about it. It's not going to look bad or anything. And remember, 99% of people can't fucking paint well, so if you're in that top, 5% of painters, or the top 50% of painters, then you're already better than half the people who paint, so. Base coat is looking pretty dang good. Just going over a couple of spots. Like the underside of these arms here, which will end up getting painted black anyways. But we still want to make sure they have some paint on them. Alright. Yeah, Warhammer does take a while, guys. You need to keep that in mind when you first start painting. Don't get rushed. Take your time, enjoy the process. It's a lot of fun if you make it fun. Just remember that, you know. It is it's also not very fun if you make it not very fun. Oops, knocked my phone over there. This can be either the most stressful or enjoyable hobby of your life, depending on how you approach it and how you deal with stress and how you deal with things not being perfect all the time. If you have to have everything perfect all the time, I would not paint Warhammer. I really wouldn't. It's a really bad idea if you have to have everything perfect all the time. There we go. Almost done getting the base coat in. I'm just gonna do one base coat actually, and then just patch up the spots that I think don't have enough paint on them. So really doing like 1.5 base coats here. I just want to get some models painted, I'll be honest with you. I just want to get paint on models and reduce my pile of potential. Some of you that have been in the Warhammer hobby will know that joke very well. Pile of potential. Some people also call it a pile of shame. I prefer pile of potential. Add a little bit of water to this paint here. Paint's a little chunky, that's okay. I've got paint pretty much everywhere I need it. There's just a couple of spots where it needs a little bit more. And guys, I can promise you that 99% of your mistakes, nobody's ever gonna notice. We're just doing our little second base coat here. I'm just going over the big surfaces twice so that we get a nice coating of paint on there with not too much bleed through. I'm just going over the spots that people would notice more. Like the Aquila, the front, the legs, the arms, the shoulders. Just kind of getting some paint down. The back of the legs. Just the places that your eye gets drawn to first. That's where I'm putting paint down. Some more paint down. Especially the shoulders, we want to build up a nice little layer of paint. All right, there we go. Base coat is done for this guy. I think he looks pretty good. He might be a little bit too gray, but I'm gonna stick with his style for now. I think it looks, I don't like how dark the fang is. The fang is just too dark in my opinion. Way too dark. You can see the difference. And who knows, I might mix some blue in here or something to get the color that I finally want, but oh, there appears to be some paint goop on his eye. Please, no paint goop on the face. All right, we want to let that dry. We are going to clean out our brush here. There we go. Get it nice and clean. Get a paper towel here. Remember, we're doing Space Wolves, so very fun. We're going for that color right there. And that is what we have started so far. You can see pretty much the same color. When it dries, it'll get a little bit darker, but it'll pretty much be the same color. There we go. All right, now it's time to do the colors that usually stain and overlap everything really, really bad. So we're gonna be looking at probably a Baden black here. And then, is this one opened? Oh, it's not opened. Okay, let's not open that one yet. Let's go to my opened one. Hopefully this paint is still good. Hoping that it is. This is how I shake up my paints, by the way. I think it works pretty good. I think we'll just paint one model today, and then we'll call it a day, because that's going to take me a while anyways. I mean, I'm already 40 minutes in. Yeah, let me go get my coffee, too, here in just a second. Best way to shake paint, bar none. Alright, that's probably good. Oh, there's one more setting. Sure, we'll shake it on that setting. Make my hands look really weird. There we go. Sorry if that's loud, guys. There's not much I can do about that. This is how I shake my paints. Get over it. Oh, yeah, that looks great. Had an air bubble there. Alright. What are we going to paint black on this model? Let's see. We want to go... get a little bit of water in here. No, that might be too much. That's fine. Let's see. We want to go... Let's do the black first, then we'll do the brown. Then we'll do the red, then we'll do the yellow. All right, so we're going to paint his gun black. And then we're going to paint the under parts of the armor black. That is what we're going to paint black. So I can point it out here with this brush, actually. So we're going to go black gun and the under parts of the armor here on the back side of the legs here that you can see. We're going to paint that part black, and then any exposed pieces of the undersuit, like under the armpit here, we're also going to paint those black. And a couple other spots. We'll figure it out once we get there. We shouldn't need very much paint though, because there's not a whole lot of black on this model. Okay, let's go ahead and close the paint pot there. And let's get started with the scariest color in the whole universe, black. And I say scariest because it's really easy to mess models up when you paint black last, but that's why I do it the second, on the second coat. That way, if you get it anywhere you don't really want it, you can just paint over it. Let's get the whole side of this bolter here. I almost called this a blaster for a second. I'm not gonna lie. Just as a joke, but I realize that 40K fans don't take a joke very well, and I know because I'm one of them. Want to try to avoid getting as much of this on the actual Space Marine as possible, but of course we're not perfect. It's not like we're midwinter minis over here or fucking Squidmar minis or somebody like that who's amazing at painting. Just an average guy here doing average level work, if not below average level work. Just take your time. Paint it up. Don't worry about how it looks. Just have fun. We're not competitive painting, you know, like we're just chilling. Okay, there's a couple spots on this bolter where I need it to be black. You get that trigger guard there. There we go. And I did get some black on his hand. That's okay though. Let me put this in focus. Let me get my face off the screen here. Why is it not focusing? Yo, what's up, brother? Sorry if it won't focus, but yeah, you can see here we're doing the bolter right now. Here, I'll bring it next to my face. There you go. Now you can see it. Oh, okay, that works. Yeah, those are calluses, by the way. I lift a lot, so got a lot of calluses. They look really dirty on camera, but I promise they don't look like that in real life. I do have clean hands. I'm not a dirty man. I'm new to Warhammer. What's your favorite Space Marine chapter? Space Wolves by far. And Carcrodons. Space Sharks, yeah. Space Sharks is cool. I wouldn't say I'm new to Warhammer. I'd say I'm new to Warhammer painting, though. I'm not very good at painting. I'll be the first one to tell you that. Little technique, by the way, put your wrists together. It gives you much more fine motor controls. And just remember, any mistakes that we make, we can fix with null oil. It is the superpower of paints. You can fix anything with null oil. Don't worry, guys. Tybro is the way could be a custodian. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. That would be a very close fight. I'm getting paint all over the backside of this guy's leg. I'm not putting this paint in a very, I just put it on the front of his knee. Damn it. You'd be surprised how much paint you get on your face, by the way, from painting. So you're painting white scars? No, I'm painting Space Wolves. Space Wolves. I'm not very good at painting, though. The lighting in here isn't great, so here's a comparison for you. I'm using a Thulian gray because I really don't like the way the fang looks. So you can see a Thulian gray versus the fang right here. So I base coated these guys a while ago, and I just wasn't a fan of how it turned out on the model. And now this is just like I'm not good at highlighting or anything like that, so I just base coat and I fucking slap Nuln Oil all over that thing. Yeah, Custodes are everybody's fucking favorite. I like the Custodes too. Fucking gold armor. Looks great. Custodes are one of the hardest chapters to paint though, right? Oh shit. Hold on. Need to get a brush to dab some paint away. Ah, there we go. If you fuck up, by the way, you can just get a brush wet and kind of dab away the paint. It works pretty good. A flat brush usually works best. There we go. We'll count that as battle damage. All right, I got that in all the spots where I needed it, relatively speaking. All right, now I need to do the, let's do the sword as well. I think we'll do the sword. Yeah, we're gonna do the sword in this black, but I'm only gonna hit the main part of the sword. I'm not gonna go for the back side. And this paint has almost dried up. Okay, we'll have to get some more here in a second. Yeah, I just want the flat edge to be black, and I'm gonna paint the actual blade edge silver. She could get a book on Tyrese, such great potential. Yeah. You know, my favorite Warhammer stuff is the Warhammer crime stuff. Like Zidorov, the Probator. He's really cool. There's a book called Bloodlines by Chris Raitt, and he's also in the Vorbis Conspiracy book series. I love that guy a lot. He's fucking badass, man. Just a fat old man running around fighting crime. You know? Yeah, they do look like white scars right now, but they will look like space wolves by the end, I promise. Because we're going to darken this whole paint job up with Nuln Oil. I like the, I don't think these are official Warhammer stuff, but I also like the Gav and Bob series that Vox and the Void did on his channel. I don't think those are official stories, but I fucking loved that series. It was so funny. I must focus here for a second. Hold on. All right, we gotta maneuver in interesting ways to get paint down. There we go. AFK. Oh, okay. Well, we'll see you when you get back, brother. Brother, I am pinned here. I think now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the shoulder piece. So this could either go very, very good or very, very bad. It's probably gonna go very, very bad. I'm not very good at painting. That's why I like transfers a lot better, because I'm not the best painter in the world. Yeah, I love transfers. Transfers are the shit. I'm telling you guys, transfers are the way to go. If you don't understand what I'm doing, I'm repointing the brush so that it has a nice little point on it. All right, time to do the least favorite part of this whole fucking model, the shoulder piece. We're going to do the black first, and then we're going to do the yellow. There we go, I got it. All right, let's get the black done quick here. All right, I'm just gonna fucking go for it, and if what happens, happens. I never really do a great job on these. It's very hard to get good looking shoulder pieces, in my opinion. As long as you get the general shape of the wolf right, though, it's generally okay. Whew, stressful part. Doing the shoulder piece. Oh, this is going so well so far. You're back? Okay, cool. We're getting this shoulder piece done. Oh, gotta go? Okay. See you later, boss. Alright, we're trying to get this shoulder piece done here. Let's try it. We're almost there. I do so good right up until the end, always. Oh, okay. We're doing good. We're doing good. It's actually looking pretty decent. Oh, my shoulder piece is actually looking so good. It's looking really good, actually. You can see it. It looks pretty decent. That might be like the first halfway decent Space Wolf shoulder that I've painted. Wow. It looks pretty good, man. I actually did a pretty decent job on this one, I have to say. All right, well, I'm going to stop painting that part because I don't want to fuck it up. All right, there we go. That looks great. I did a very good job there. I'm fucking patting myself on the back right there. That is so hard to do. And those of you who've done it, like, it is very, very difficult to do. There we go. Fixing the point there on the brush. That's all I'm doing when I put that in my mouth. Yeah, you get a little bit of paint in your mouth, but I'd be a fucking man about it, you know? Put that Abaddon black back up there. Ooh, make sure this paint pot is sealed all the way. See, they never seal right, you know? They look fucking wonky and shit for no reason. Try to fucking seal them as best you can, but at the end of the day, there ain't much you can do. All right, now we need a red. Doomfire Magenta is probably not going to be what we use. Evil Sun's Scarlet, maybe. Let's see what other... I know I have a Mephiston red in here somewhere. Let's see what we got. All right, we got Evil Sun Scarlet. We got Mephiston Red, which is probably what we're going to be using. And then we got Screamer Pink. I think I bought that for my Terminids. Yeah, I think we'll just use Mephiston Red here. And then we'll do Flash Gits or Averland Sunset as a base coat for the shoulder pieces. Well, let's get this red on here first. Let's go ahead and do that. Shake up my paint here. It's not weird, you're weird. It's a really good way to shake up paint, guys. It's just a massage gun, okay? It works very well. Kind of got to move it around a little bit, though. I'm not actually moving my hand, by the way. It's just this camera illusion. See? It looks like I'm doing this with my hand, but I'm not doing anything, I promise. There we go. Get that shaken up. All right. And open our beautiful Mephiston Red there. We'll probably just finish this one model and then we'll dip out, because I do have other things that I need to do today. We don't need very much of this red paint, but we'll put a little bit on here. All right, let's go. All right, we're doing this shoulder piece right here. As you can see, we're gonna get this paint on here. Do the edges first here. Then we can fill the middle in. You always want to do the hardest part of the paint first. Yeah, that way in case you mess up, you can go fix other things really quick. We're gonna have to do a couple coats of this paint, I think, which is okay. Perfectly fine. We just don't want to get any over painting on this part here. Or if we do get some, we don't want to get too much. All right, that looks pretty good. Right there at the bottom, at least. Sorry, I know it's not the easiest thing to see what we're painting, but we're painting on that shoulder right there. I have to hold this so that I can actually paint it. Next stream, I'll figure out a better way to do this. Looking pretty good so far there, gentlemen. Gentlemen. Get a little bit more paint here. Okay, there we go. Now we got to get this top edge going. There we go. Basically got no over painting there. Very, very nice. We want this to be a nice bright red, so we're going to go over this a few times. Do circles around the little dots here. Make sure they are all painted up. And we're gonna make a natural highlight with the paint. We're gonna put it on thicker towards the zenith of the area that we wanna highlight. And it'll create kind of a natural highlight just like that. You can see it, sort of. It's kind of making its own highlight right there. I really need this light closer to me. That's fine. And then we'll take some, probably take some of that Evil Sun Scarlet since it's a bit lighter of a paint color right there. And we'll probably highlight with that, maybe. I don't know if I'm actually going to do any highlighting on this model. I kind of just want to get it done. Let's see here. We really need to build up this yellow layer. So I think we'll go layer of white, and then we'll go layer of yellow, and then we'll put down a few layers of yellow to really make it pop. Got to get all this red out of this brush here really quick. All right, so we have to use Flash Gits and Averland Sunset because that's what I got on hand. Did I drop something? Does not appear to be so. Oh, my phone slipped. That's what it was. All right, now we got to build up this yellow here on this shoulder pad. And we got to do it without overpainting this black too much. I say we probably start with Averland Sunset and then use Flash Gits to highlight. Well, not to highlight, but to actually put up that layer. It might come out looking a little orangey, but I don't really care. I just want to get the model painted, you know? By the way, this is a massage gun. I'll kind of move it away from the camera so that it's not so loud. But that's how I shake my paint. It works really good. What's up, brother? How you doing? Damn, look at my boy. Yeah, I got the mustache going. I got the white herb mustache going. Shaking up some paint right now, my friend. We're shaking it up. Massage gun's the best way to shake up paint, in my opinion. Fucking $40 massage gun versus a $200 paint shaker. $40 massage gun all the way, baby. It works good enough for my liking. Hey, Death, how's the, since you're a regular viewer and you're not going to dip out randomly, how's the audio quality on here? Is it okay? Not too tinny or anything? Hopefully. No, it's good? Okay, cool. Not too much echo or nothing. Alright, so we're going to use Averland Sunset and Flash Gits Yellow to build up this shoulder piece here. Averland Sunset is going to be the first color there. We already got the red on, as you can see. He's looking quite nice. No, nothing? Okay, cool. People were dipping out of the stream so quick, I was like, oh shit, my audio quality must be terrible. I guess I'm just not that interesting. I guess that's the problem. God, my painting is so fucking elementary, man. It's starting to look like a space wolf. That's all I'm saying. It's starting to look like a space wolf now. Now that we got that yellow down. We're gonna have to do a few layers of this though, I think. No, I overpainted. Fuck. It's okay, we'll fix it later. Shh, it's fine, it's fine. You don't see anything. Didn't see anything. Alright, let's get the top end of this shoulder painted. By the way, I'm giving you all the best view that I can. It's like, it's very hard to give you a view and paint at the same time. Otherwise, I'd have to be looking through the camera to paint, which is very annoying. I swear it looked good when, yeah, it'll look decent. My painting skill is not good, so I mean, like any semi-positive result will be nice. And we'll finish this one model here. I got a little bit of overpaint, that's fine. Okay, we got a little bit more there. We'll count that as battle damage. We'll cover it in Null Oil and hope nobody will notice. That's not looking bad though. Not looking too bad so far. I'm using a very tiny brush right now, so it's not putting down a lot of paint. Oh, there we go. Perfect. I might have to use a little bit of black to fix this this wolf up, but it'll be okay. He's starting to look like a space wolf, though. One time I was painting on Twitch, and I was talking about Space Marines, and this person came in my chat and was like, don't you mean he or she? Space Marines can be female, you know? And I'm like, no, they can't. That's Adeptus Sororitas, my friend. They're still just as powerful as Space Marines. You're telling me a basic bitch who's been augmented is as powerful as an 800-pound, 8-foot-tall man that's been genetically modified. All right, whatever you've been smoking, Chief. I'm like, why are we injecting like politics into fucking lore of a video, like of a tabletop game, you know? I'm just like, we don't need it. We don't need it. We don't want it. You know, I might just leave just the Ivoryland sunset on here. I think it looks pretty good. It looks like a space wolf now. It's looking pretty damn good. What color do I want to do the eyes though? Probably red. Probably red. Definitely still have a lot of work to do though. Not that much though, to be honest with you. Let me go look at the box chart really quick. Yeah, they all got gold for their chest pieces. Okay, so we need gold too. Let me just continue to build up this yellow. Make it look nice. Use a little bit of water here. Build up a nice yellow. Whew. Hello. Like to play the other game? You should play Space Marine. Yeah. I'm gonna do a series on the channel maybe. I'm just gonna play the campaign though. What happened? Oh, there it goes. Someone call me? I'm not sure what happened there. Let me go ahead and plug my phone in though. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened there. That was weird. I'll plug my phone in though. We have 40% battery though, so I don't know why I did that. I gotta pass y'all up behind the desk here. Fucking first world problems, bro. First world problems. Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna balance this with it. Okay, I'm not gonna plug it in. We'll just leave it. When it dies, it dies. We're at 40% battery right now, so we should be okay. Okay, now it's speed painting, boys. Now it's speed painting because the fucking battery's gonna die. I've decided not to use the flash gets yellow. We'll go ahead and leave that by the wayside. I am gonna do. I need a brown. Steel Legion drab could be the color, or we could do Steel Legion drab with Reichland words are hard with Reichland flesh shade. Jesus Christ. We also have Dryad bark and one more color up here. Layer paint, Gothar brown. I really want this leather to be kind of nice and light, so I think we will end up doing. It'll be for these pouches on the back here. Oh, I missed black somewhere. I guess we'll just paint that brown. That should be fine. Yeah, you can see I did not do a great job painting the back side of the legs. And I actually missed a few spots. Oh, I actually missed quite a few spots with the black, but it is what it is. I'm gonna paint this bad boy up, and he's gonna go out how he's looking right now. So, let's go Gothar brown with Reichland flesh shade. That should look decent together. We'll put these bad boys back up here in my little paint container. By the way, my fiance got me this. This is very cool. Very, very cool. That is the brand right there. It's a very, very cool paint stand though. These are for Vallejo paints, by the way. And the rest of them fit Citadel and a whole bunch of other stuff. You're at 1%, no joke. Yeah, I'm at 36, man. Yeah, I love that thing though. It's cool. Alright, let's do Gothar brown with Reichland flesh shade. Reichland flesh shade. I will end up doing probably doing a Space Marine playthrough. I don't know, do we want one with like face cam or something, or do we just want like a regular playthrough how I do with just gameplay and commentary? What do we actually want? There we go. And we're gonna use our big brush for this. Some Gothar brown. And we're gonna go over it with Reichland flesh shade. Let's just put this. I guess we can put this where the black was. That'll be fun. Very nice. All right. My phone's gonna die. Oh, that's unfortunate, man. That sucks. We need you here. Gothar brown might have been the wrong choice here. It's a little bit too light. I'm gonna tone it down with some Agri's Earth shade instead of Reichland flesh shade. We'll go the other way with it, make it a little bit darker. As you can see there, it's a little bit too light. You'll be back in 15 minutes, my bad, no worries. All right, now that he's gone, we can talk shit about him. Just kidding. All right, there we go. We got that paint on. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to tone this down with some Agrax Earthshade. I mean, it looks okay right now. Doesn't look too bad. There we go. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. I think we'll stick with this, and then we'll just go Agrax Earthshade instead of the Reikland Flesh Shade. That way it'll kind of just tone itself down a little bit. Well, I'm actually kind of liking the way this looks. I'll have to see it when I get the, I don't know, we might still try the Reikland Flesh Shade on this leather. I kind of want to make it like a mahogany looking leather. I think that would be really, really cool. A little bit of paint in the mouth there. Had to reshape the end of the brush. You know, you got to do what you got to do. And this is starting to look really good. All right, there we go. All right, cool. Okay, I got a couple spots I need to clean up here really quick. Just a couple of spots. All right, cool. Got most of the leather painted back there. It's looking pretty decent indeed. Looking very nice. Actually starting to look like a Space Wolf now. Yeah, I think I want to do probably Reichland Flesh Shade on the let's go with Agrex Earth Shade on the oh, that's Drakenhof Nightshade. There's Agrex Earth Shade. So we're gonna go Agrex Earth Shade on the leather and on the pouches and stuff like that. And then we're gonna go Reichland Flesh Shade on the yellow and the red, I think. And then we're gonna go Nuln Oil on the rest of the armor. I think that'll be the way that we go with this. Probably be the best way to go. First of all, though, we got to paint the part that makes him a Space Marine there. We got to paint the Imperial Aquila. That's going to be quite challenging to do. I don't know. I think I want to do this with Ulrich Armor Gold, maybe. I think we'll try that. Ulrich Armor Gold. Or we also have somewhere, I think we have Liberator Gold as well. That's Steel Legion Drab. That's Balthasar Gold. I didn't really like the look of that one. I think I do have another gold around here somewhere. Oh yeah, here it is, Liberator Gold. Yeah, let's go Ulrich Armor Gold. I like the look of it better. Need to get a new vape today. Oh, there's mine are burnt. It kind of suction cupped itself to the end of the thing. There we go. Very nice. All right, we need to wash out these brushes really quick. Some brown in that water. There's some holes in this house. There's some holes in this house. There we go. Clean out those brushes. All right, now we need to use this brush right here, a little tiny brush, to do the, I also need to do the eyes. Yeah, the eyes are going to be difficult. I think I'm going to use this tinier brush for the eyes. Yeah, it's a smaller brush. This is more of a flat brush here. These are not the best brushes, by the way. They kind of suck, but I'm making them work. All right. Ooh, Liberator is not looking so hot. Liberator Gold is not looking great. It is looking like it has separated. All right, let me see here. Ooh. Ooh. That is not right. All right, looks like Liberator Gold is kind of toast. Maybe we just shook it too much. Or maybe it needs to get shook up more. I mean, it's not looking terrible. Let me try to put some on the palette here. Try to scoop out some of the actual pigment to use here. I mean, it's not looking awful. It's just got a lot of bubbles in it. And it has too much water in it, it looks like. It looks a little bit watery. All right, let me wipe this off here. Yeah, that does not look great. We'll try to use it though. I think it might be okay. Yeah, it just doesn't really look that amazing. It's a little bit off. It looks like spoiled milk. We'll try it, and then if it doesn't work, we'll go over it with something else. Well, it's looking okay. It is looking okay so far. It's kind of not sticking very well. Not the best, right? Yeah, not the best. Let me get some of the actual pigment here on the brush. Let's see if we can go over it. Yeah, it's not really sticking great here. I'm trying to do all that I can, but there's not much that I can do. I just put that fucking paint in my mouth. God damn it. I'm gonna have liberated gold on my teeth. Trying to get some of that liberator gold off there. Yeah, we probably should have gone for Ulrich armor gold instead of the liberator gold. That liberator gold probably needs to get thrown away. Yeah, let's go for the Ulrich armor gold instead. Let's try to make up for this mistake here. This isn't looking much better. We'll try to shake it up a little bit, but this is not looking any better than the other one. Maybe it just really needs to get shaken up. We'll try to shake it up. Oop. Need that to stay in there. We really just need this pigment to recombine. That one doesn't look too bad. Let's take a look at this one. Oh, it looks way better. Okay, perfect. We can use this one then. All right, we'll have to use Ulrich armor Ulrich armor gold. Okay, that's what we're using instead of Liberator gold. Liberator gold did not end up working out for us. Although as it dries, it's not looking so bad that it's unfixable. The Ulrich armor gold is looking better though. Let's just get a nice even coat of it on here. Yeah, looking a lot better. Most of that mistake will be covered up by Reichland Flesh Shade anyways, so I'm not too worried about it. All right, now it is time to do the fucking hardest part in the entire model, the eyes. We'll do the eyes in Mephiston Red, I think, or in Evil Sun Scarlet. Let's go for Evil Sun Scarlet, or Wild Rider Red, maybe. Let's go Evil Sun Scarlet. I like that. Red, it pops. Then we'll paint the metallics on the guns. There we go. Now I literally just need a dot of this on the brush. So little paint, like you would be very surprised with how little paint you need to do the eyes. Well, I guess you wouldn't, but yeah, you're literally just gonna go in and make a dot to do the eyes. I kind of missed there. Sure, I can clean this up. There we go. That looks better. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That looks good. Not the nicest looking thing in the world, but that's okay. All right, now we want to go on the red. Let's go Reikland Flesh Shade. On the brown, let's go Agrex Earth Shade. All right, time to do the magic right here, boys. And then we're going to go known oil on the rest of the model. Ashen Gray. Okay, so we got Reikland Flesh Shade, Agrex Earth Shade, and then we want known oil. All right, so we're going to start with the Reikland Flesh Shade. Let's do the gold, yellow, and the red. We can just go straight from the pot on this one. So we're going to do the gold, the yellow, and the red. Let's start off with the red here. Should be the easiest part to do. In Reikland Flesh Shade. And it should give it a shiny little aspect here. Should make some nice little highlights for us there. All right, let's get a little bit more. And let's put it on the gold here. Don't need very much there. And let's go on the yellow as well, I think. Yeah, we're gonna do it on the yellow. It looks nice. Looking good so far. Want it to pool off of the, want it to pool into the recesses, not onto the large spots of the model, so we can kind of dab it away here a little bit. Take a little bit of this away right here, where it's fallen a bit too heavy there. let's see what it looks like on the leather. Yeah, it's not dark enough to darken up the leather. All right, let's clean our brush out. That is the Reichland Flesh shade applied. Straight from the pot. See how that's looking so far? Looking very, very nice indeed. Now it is time for Agrex Earthshade here. Figure out Reichland Flesh here. What? Let's go Agrex Earthshade on the leather. Just on the leather here, guys. All right, there we go. That's probably too much paint. I need to take some paint off this. There we go. And never leave an open pot on your desk. Guys, trust me, you'll thank me later. And we just want to pool it all over this leather back here. Don't worry if it's not perfect, by the way. We're going to fix it later with some Nuln Oil. Oh yeah, this is starting to look really good. WWW. Oh, Warhammer, yep. Looking pretty good so far. We're almost done with him here. We're just gonna do a big heavy shade of Nuln Oil on him, and then he'll be done pretty much. Very nice, yeah. He looks okay. Definitely not my best or worst work for sure. It's tabletop ready, we'll put it that way. It's tabletop ready. That is how I'm gonna put that. So I'm good at painting. No, I'm terrible, dude. I'm awful. The lack of focus that is on this model is doing me so much praise right now. Trust me, okay? This does not look nearly as good as you guys think it does. Like, if we really... Here, hold on. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Hold up. If we really look at it, am I really that good? No, I'm not, okay? I'm all fucking right. That's about it. You can see now what I was talking about, man. I'm all right. Like, look at how messy that paint looks down there. I'm gonna have to clean that up later. I told you I was terrible. I'm not good. I'm okay. It looks so much better on the selfie cam, okay? Trust me. It looks way better on the selfie cam. See what I mean? And the illusion has faltered. We all thought that I was amazing, but I'm actually terrible. All right, we're gonna go Nuln Oil all over the model now, all over the armor pieces and the yeah, all over the armor pieces and the black. Any black on the model, it's gonna get Nuln Oil. This is what makes me a good painter right here. Nuln Oil. Nuln Oil is literally it gives any painter like superpowers pretty much. Just slop it everywhere and it makes your models look good somehow. Well, let's just say it doesn't make them look bad. We'll put it that way. And now if something isn't good, like well painted, then it's not going to help you. But if it's decently painted, you know, Nuln Oil will definitely help you. Especially to bring out all the details. Sorry, I'm kind of painting off camera here. It's very hard to paint on camera. Yeah, Null Oil is literally cheating. You got a lot of interesting hobbies. Yeah, I used to do archery live streams, believe it or not. Too, I used to do archery live streams. Might do shooting range live streams one day. We'll have to see how busy my shooting range gets. And I gotta talk to the owner. Yeah, always slopping a good amount of Null Oil on a model helps a lot. Trust me, guys. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. The focus and sheer dedication. I mean, they all require the same amount, the same like 3 or 4 skills, you know? Patience and patience, fine motor skills, of course, and then a little bit of money. And that's basically all the. I wouldn't say that's all the skills those require. You do have to have a lot of patience and dedication, I will say. But every hobby and thing that I've picked up in my life has been the relatively just the same skills, honestly. Like I tend to stay away from things where my skill set doesn't shine. Now he's looking fucking good, man. Null Oil is cheating, guys. Okay, remember, Null Oil is cheating, and we definitely like to cheat around here. John Wick reference. All right. Oh, 20% power mode. Oh, shit. Cheating. Said I shouldn't be a surgeon. That's hilarious. Cheating, shame on you. Hey, man. Null Oil is available to everyone. It's just using my resources. But you can see how big of a difference using Null Oil makes, for me at least. It takes an average looking model and makes it look way better. As you can see here, Null Oil runs into all the recesses, makes it look so much better. You can see all the recesses are now outlined in my mold lines that I did not get off. Yeah, Null Oil is really just like the key to making decent looking models for beginners, for sure. And we don't have the jetpack on there yet, but that's okay. Remember, anyone can achieve this level of painting, but I'm going to show you how to take it a little bit further. Very easy steps to make it look just a little bit better. I don't have too much time left to do this, but we will try to. Whew, it's hot here, man. Fucking sweating my ass off over here. Further, you say? Yeah, I am gonna go take it a little bit further. Do a couple of little effects here. Ugh, that one's burnt. So burnt. Yeah, we're gonna do a couple of little things here to bring out some. It's 25 degrees Celsius. Right now, it's like. Let's see what it is in Celsius. Can I tab out of the stream without ending it? Oh, apparently I can. Yeah, let me look right now. It's 70 Fahrenheit right now. So do the conversion, 70 Fahrenheit into Celsius. Let's see, I gotta find my silver paint. Oh, there we go, lead belcher. Oh, that's iron breaker, god damn it. Fucking Dude, when do you stop naming and start numbering? That's my question. Citadel. That's Techno. Lead Belcher. Very nice paint. Hopefully this paint isn't ruined. It kind of looks ruined. It's still somewhat liquid though. We'll see. We're gonna just do a couple of things, dry brushing here, and then we'll be done. Then I gotta dip out. I think there was a video uploaded today. I don't remember. I don't know. We'll have to see. If not, I'll do one later tonight. Did the conversion. How hot is it for you if you did the conversion? 21, yeah. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. I'll put it that way. This is actually really nice weather for this time of year. Usually it's up in the 80s. And so like probably like 25 Celsius, somewhere around there. All right, so got a little air bubble there. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna dry brush with the Lead Belcher. Okay, that is exactly what we want right there. All right, so we're gonna dry brush with the Lead Belcher. Could I lie and say there wasn't? Could I lie and say there wasn't to get another video? Maybe it might work. There we go. Now we just want to catch the edge of this sword here. And maybe we'll catch a few other parts of the model here, where some metal has rubbed away. I love the history, science, geography, and currently a Hitler stash. What do you mean a Hitler stash? Oh, you love history, science, geography, and German. I can say you have a Hitler stash. I don't. I got a nice firefighter mustache going. Yeah, I don't have a Hitler stash. Don't worry. I don't think so, at least. It's changing the mustachio. Okay, I see, I see. All right, now we have dry brushed with some, I'll show you what we've done here. So if you can see here, we have dry brushed some silver onto the blade there, and we've also dry brushed the gun. I don't know how easy that is to see. There we go. You can see how the gun kind of pops now. See how the blade kind of reflects there? Really nice, really nice. And yeah, that's pretty much all I want to do with this model, honestly. There's not much else I really want to do. I mean, this is pretty good in my book. Pretty good level of painting for me. Once all this dries, it'll look even better. Maybe just go over and you know what I can actually do that let's see. I don't think I have any foam for it. Let's see if I have any foam left. Oh, yes, I do. Little tiny piece of foam here. And I'll show you what we can do to make this model grim dark, as they say, as the kids say. Let's see here. We want to get that original gray color that we had, which was Celestra gray? Yeah, it was Celestra gray. And we want to get some of this, and we want to dab up some battle damage on this bad boy. So let's get some out here with the paintbrush. Ooh, that is some nasty paint. Okay. The paint is not in a good condition. We'll put it that way. We just want to brighten up some of the spots on the model, though. There we go. Clean out that paintbrush a little bit there. All right, so we're going to take the foam, and we're going to just get just a little bit of paint on it. With the sponge slightly here. We want to get just a little bit of paint. I'm going to dab it until hardly any paint's coming off. All right, then we can go around and dab some spots on the high spots. Kind of give us a different highlighted look. Pretty much just want to go on the large spots of the armor here. Gives us a little bit of a stippling highlight. I can actually just hold this with my fingers. It's probably easier. Let's see here. Let's get some foam on this. There's some paint on this bad boy here. And let's just go around and stipple on some highlights here. There we go. We kind of brightened up the areas that had too much Nuln Oil on them. Very nice. Yeah, pretty much anywhere where you have too much Nuln Oil, you kind of just want to brighten it up a bit. With that, it works pretty good. You can also do the exact opposite and use a little bit of black to add some battle damage. I think that always looks pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it, guys. Here, I'll show you the finish. Oh, this is pretty niche. Warhammer 40K on YouTube. I'm glad. Yeah, I like how it's niche too. It keeps a lot of the. You can see there the stippling that we've done. And I guess we'll do the base too. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do the base too today. I know exactly what I'm gonna do for this base. I'm gonna get a little white rock here that I have somewhere. I'm gonna have to break off a shard or something, and I'll paint that. I'll glue it and paint it. But yeah, this is what we got so far for the Space Marine. Looking pretty sweet so far. All right, now we got to do the base, of course, and then we'll be done with the stream. I'll show you all how I'm gonna do the base. Oh, fuck. There we go. So I got this little thing of white rocks that I grabbed from outside in the gravel. Oh, there's a lot of dust in there. I just blew on it. That was a terrible idea. But yeah, we're gonna take this little white rock here and we're gonna super glue it to the base. So let's get some super glue out. Oh, super glue's stiff. I don't know if there's any super glue left in here. I hope there is. Oh, this one doesn't have the brush on it. Unfortunate. Okay, I have another one. I have a new one in the box. Very nice. Looking good. I'll show you guys how I do my bases too. I am a very simple man when it comes to doing this kind of stuff, so. Oh, that's not what I want. I want the brush. There we go. Got that sloppy, goopy goodness right there. The super glue. And this is my hobby desk, by the way, so I don't really care if I get fucking super glue all over it. I will find a flat spot there. And we'll get a shitload of super glue on that. Ooh, goopy. Goopy, goopy, goopy. And we will stick this to the base somewhere. I usually like to put it in between their legs, kind of. Well, we gotta find a spot here. Ah, it's sticking to my finger. It's not sticking to the base, god damn it. All right, we might need to use a little bit of some technique here. All right, let's hold that like this. All right, let's get a good glop of super glue on this again. Big glob of super glue. Let's try to stick this to the base before it sticks to my fingers, which it's already doing. Okay. Okay, rock is in place. Rock from outside is in place, hoping for the best. Yeah, super glue don't fuck around, man. Usually super glue does not go well, but this time we're gonna make it go well. All right, so we are going to do a little bit. I love doing basing, by the way. Basing is so fun. It's the easiest thing to do, too. We have Sterling mud. Very perfect for, you don't really want to shake these too much, so I'm just going to shake it just a little bit. Okay. You don't want to introduce a bunch of bubbles into that goopy goodness. All right, now we want to use one of our big brushes that we don't use for anything else other than this, because this ruins fucking brushes, trust me. All right, let's make sure this super glue is dried. It's almost dry. We'll give it a couple more minutes. My phone's gonna die here, so we gotta hurry up. Ugh. Let's see. How am I doing? I'm doing good, bro. Who's my favorite rapper? I don't know. Probably, who would I pick if I had a favorite rapper? Probably Eminem, honestly. Eminem's just the fucking goat. Double vape? No, triple vape. They're all burning, so I gotta go get a new one. I use old ones when my new ones die. Don't vape, kids. It's bad for you. It's not good for you. All right, this should be dry enough now, I think. Yeah, pretty close to it. You can go ahead and start mudding this space up. Now remember, don't use this brush for anything else besides putting on texture paint, because it will ruin your brush. 100% of the time will ruin your brush. Oh, that might be a little bit too much there. Let's go ahead and put that back in the container for now. Let's get some Sterling mud all over the place here. All over his boots. Some of it working its way up the back of his legs just a little bit. And don't worry, we're gonna fix the color of that white rock here in just a second. Oh no, it wasn't stuck down all the way. Shit. Maybe I should have melted a little bit of the plastic there when I stuck that down. Probably should have, but it's okay, it's fine. Don't worry about it. And this stuff will dry with a really cool texture. Nice big gloopy section of mud there. Kind of make a little, usually I use a toothpick to put this stuff on, but I had this new pack of brushes, so I figured I'd use a brush. I want to make sure pretty much everything gets a good little coating of mud on it. It's looking pretty good so far. All right, now some of you might be saying, well, Ghost, what are you going to do about that white rock there? I'm going to cover it in Agrex Earthshade once I get all this shit off of my brush here. Is my whole fucking chat 14-year-olds? My whole chat's 14-year-olds. Jesus Christ. Yeah, what am I going to do? Nothing. I'm not going to do anything about it. We'll use this same brush here to do Agrex Earthshade. A bad word, oh God, yeah, I know. It's actually on my YouTube channel, it shows most of my audience is older by quite a bit. There we go. The rock has got some paint on it. We're just using Agrex Earthshade there. Just to, I need to hit the back side of this rock too. I am going to put just some dirt marks here all over his legs. Make him look nice and dirty. Oh, that looks great, man. All right, I think we're gonna call that pretty much finished. I'm gonna wait for this whole thing to dry, and then I'm gonna paint the base black. But I do need to wait for the base to dry. Try to wash this brush out. Freedom of speech, you can swear. What? Kozer, he's just joking, bro. It's okay, man. Just don't take everything so seriously. Alright, time to make sure all the paints are closed. Don't want to leave any paints open like that right there. I want to make sure all those are clicked shut. We are on like 5% battery now, so probably getting close to the end of the stream here. Just a couple more things here. I might paint the base black real quick. See, these Citadel containers fucking suck ass, man. They're fucking terrible. Like, I can literally hear the air is gonna get in there. It's whatever though. It's a fucking scam to make you buy more paint. It really is, truly, honestly. It's definitely a scam to make you buy more paint. Alright, there we go. That's all the paint put away. And now all I need is some Abaddon Black, right? Where did my Abaddon Black go? Where did my Abaddon Black go? That's not open yet. Where's my other Abaddon Black? Abaddon Black, there we go. See, this one never closes right. See that? Never fucking closes right. The paint's still good in it though, so I don't know. Maybe it's working as intended. We'll have to see. And of course, the final step on any model is to paint the rim of the base black, which I'm going to use a flat brush to do. Just gonna use a flat brush, makes it really easy. That's too much paint. This is usually the last thing you do on any model, is paint the rim black. And that would be a finished model. Looking very nice, very clean. Yeah, I'm on 3% too. That's why I'm trying to get this guy done. And we'll set him up here on the wood to finish, drying, and I'll show you guys a final look at him here in just a second. Once I put my paints up and clean my brushes out here. Soak the brushes in the water for just a minute. And I'll show you guys the final result there. Looking very, very nice. Like I said, I added some touches of mud there on him. I think it looks pretty good. Now all that's left to do is let him sit there and dry. And then we got all of these guys left to paint. Lots of them. And then we got 2 more boxes over there. And we got half a box over here. And then we got like fucking 50,000 more of them to paint. So yeah, there's a lot left to paint. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you to the channel members. Let's see if I can call them off of memory. Thank you to Walter. Thank you to Moses, Sniper, Jared. Who am I missing? Moses, Sniper, Jared. Moses, Sniper, Jared. Walter. And I have one more. Who's the other channel member, guys? Moses, Sniper, Jared. Moses, Sniper, Jared. Walter. I have one more. Who is it? Oh, I'm just gonna go look. Hold on. Moses, Sniper, Jared, and Tyler Mitch. Thank you so much. Moses, Sniper, Jared, Tyler, Mitch, and Walter. There we go. Finally got it in there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Ghost. Hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. Yeah, I'm gonna go do something else with the rest of my day. I'll put up a video later if I haven't put one up already. I can't remember. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Love you all. And stay safe out there and peace out. See you guys later. Bye.